world's fastest RC car, the luxurious title we're all seeking. It's 3:50 a.m. In about a minute, we'll leave to the runway. It's about an hour and a half to drive to the runway, and we have 3 unbelievable, capable candidates. This one is a Hobao. This is the first time that I'm building a Hobao. It's the first time I'm going to drive a Hobao. Scorch for the chassis, gone bananas for the wheels, perfect pass springs, perfect pass wing, body mounts, perfect pass launch control servo, SMC for the batteries. Those are actually 2 8S batteries, QS8 V2s for the connectors, perfect pass carbon fiber drive shafts. I'm going to use TP4080s. I'm going to use heat sinks on the first time on these ones. Thunderoos, best fans out there. I like the Hobao. You can switch around the steering mechanism and you have steering, so it doesn't take all that expensive real estate that we need here for batteries. All the cars are using Delta plastic, best bodies around. Good talk. Last time it did 204 miles an hour. The amp were not as high, so I'm going to stay with those batteries, and then only later we're going to switch to bigger batteries. For now, with the amps that I'm seeing on the ESCs, these are good enough. I geared it up and hoping to get like 210, 215 miles an hour. I guess we're about to find out. Pretty interesting. This car did 211. 4080s as well, XLX2s, and I geared it up. So this time around, it actually might do a lot more, or it might burn the ESCs, burn the motor, the body, and everything with it, and my heart. We're about to find out. You see, first times on certain cars or certain builds are always super scary because you have no idea what's going to happen. I'm predicting something in the range and neighborhood of 190. First run ever, so we're gonna be soft with it. And stop, read. All right, 196, so that's about what I expected. Again, not overcharged, not heat up. The logs are actually telling a really magnificent story with minimum voltage without overcharge, without heating up the lipos at 28.8. Our amperage is looking 453. Let's move on to the quad. It's about to get interesting. You see, up until now, everything is flawless. Everything is great. It's going to be a great day. I'm going to conquer the world. Here it comes. Not really. The stars has decided to realign themselves, if you will. Mercury has retreated. Call it however you want it. This day has become the worst nightmare and the worst speedrun day in a very, very long time. Now, mostly drivers will not post those horrific failing moments because it embarrasses us. It makes us look not as good as a driver, not as good as a builder, if you will, and it's embarrassing, right? The problem is there's a thing called social media depression or something in that nature. When you see people that have like a shitty month or a shitty life, but they will post the best picture of their vacations, cars, everything is great, life is happy, and you out there sitting at home thinking to yourself, well, I wonder why my life are not as good as these guys' life, right? In the post. Same thing goes to speedruns, and this is why I think it's important to actually show what I'm about to show you, because a lot of you guys out there, you spend your hard-earned cash and you go out there and you speedrun those cars and you have horrific failures and you crush your cars and you destroy your equipment, and you're wondering because you see on YouTube how everything is just flawless. You see the video starts, brilliant speedrun, everything was so easy, dead straight, show the speed, click, done, and you're like, come on man, it's so perfect. Why only me? Why it only happens to me when I fail so much? Well, it doesn't only happen to you, and this is why I decided to actually show it. This entire day has become one of the biggest nightmare speedrun days ever, and I fail, and I fail a lot, and everything I touch I destroy. The Hobao, for example, took me 3 days to build and a ton of money, and it lasted 1 run, and it was just destroyed completely. The quad was ruined, the dual motor was breaking, and just a horrific, horrible day, start to finish. I'm not going to bore you too much. I just wanted to actually put that announcement out there, and I want you guys to understand that it does happen. Enjoy. Okay, second run of today, the quad, asking for about 210 plus. let's see what happened there. Sucks. Hitting a rock at 194 is just like hitting a wall. It honestly happens every run with a quad for some reason. Things just fail every single time. All right, now next up we got Adam. Adam is actually trying to break my world record for a single motor at 196 miles an hour with a single motor, of course. He's using SMC 10.6. They're huge, they're amazing, 4S each, of course. Very nice setup, 2028 1700 and XLX2. Pretty curious and very interesting what's going to happen here. There are two scenarios. I think it's going to cut because you cannot use the same gears and expect the car to do exactly the same. You need to build up for it. And Adam's PB currently is what?
183.
183. So a little bit over the top, a little bit of a jump, but we'll see what happens. Two scenarios. Cut off, which I think will happen, or just too much load, too much gearing, or a very fast car. Cut. Yeah, another cut. Next up, we got the dual motor. Actually cut. Stop rate, yeah, 193. So nothing too crazy. Obviously the car cut. By the way, something pretty cool. Charging two 8S packs at the same time with about 8 amps on each takes 53 amps from the source. That's why we have this 8 gauge. This is almost like a Castle Creations cable. 8 gauge to the car, 50 amps constant, and trust me, it gets hot. By the way, some of you guys ask me how many wheels we go through. So for this car, we have 3 cars today. For this car, these are the wheels that I brought for it. Every run 200 miles an hour plus is a set of wheels. All right, we got the Hobao again. This run is going to be pretty interesting because this run, same gears as our first run ever of 196. We just gave it a little bit of heat, not too much. We didn't give it all the beans yet, but a little bit of heat so it's warmish and overcharge it. Now we're asking the car for 206, 207. Got straightened up. Here we go. Good luck, car. That is heartbreaking, let me tell you. Damn, I worked so hard on that car. Based on what I've just seen, this is a goner. 193, man, what a horrible, horrible day of so many losses. It's just heartbreaking. Yeah, batteries are not here. This car is gone. $1,500, $2,000 crash. Man, this stinks, let me tell you. It's gone. I'm gonna have to actually initiate the fire here. This is tough, man. This is tough, let me tell you. This is tough. That hurts. That mentally hurts. I don't know if you guys have seen or read the movie or the book, The Secret. So The Secret is actually talking about positive thinking, positive energy, and that we radiate stuff into the atmosphere, into the world, right? So if nothing works, and you fail at everything and whatnot, if you keep thinking about it all day, it will keep on happening, right? And if you actually change your course of thinking and radiate positive energy, and now don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not into all this cuckoo talk, but you never know, right? So The Secret is actually saying, if you guys read it or watched it, is actually saying that once this bad day or energy or vibe is happening and you keep thinking about it and you keep saying that everything is horrible and you're failing at everything and you're so unlucky and whatnot, it keeps on happening. And if you change your course of thinking and you start radiate positive energy into the atmosphere, then your day will actually change. I see a new PB. I see a beautiful, straight, gorgeous, safe run that ends beautifully. And the car comes back with a new PB. Our PB right now is 211 miles an hour, so anything over that is a PB, of course. That's what I see. I think that's gonna happen this time around. I feel really positive about it. It's a good sign of it. We did have a cut. And stop, read. No, 190. My secret is that I just don't believe in that crap. We have to actually do a little surgery here for the second battery because that looks like it got hit. And we actually have to physically look at the cells and understand if this battery comes home with us, if it's safe enough. We have to see that those connections to the tab are strong enough in the negative and in the positive. Just to make sure it's strong enough, we have to make sure that all the balance wires are actually still connected and they're not going to short. It sucks because those are like custom 8S batteries and they're very hard to come by, but this looks good. This battery actually looks pretty decent, so I think this battery is actually safe to bring into the car, even though we use ammo boxes for everything. I just wanted to open it up and confirm, and I opened it in a way that now I can just comfortably close it nicely. Here's a little bit of duct tape here and there, and we have a safe battery that we can actually reuse. Obviously I'm going to use duct tape and whatnot to close everything and bring it back to service. Folks, that's it for today. Hopefully the next video is a little bit more exciting for you all. If you still need your speedrun fix, here's when it does actually work. Enjoy, consider subscribing if you're new here, and I'll see you on the next video, which hopefully will not be as destructive and expensive. Positive thinking.
Is the name of the game.
210!